Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of my playthrough of Dragon Quest XI. My name is Sausage, and let's get into this. So we left off last time. We completed Cobblestone Tour, the intro dungeon, and now we're going to be doing some exploring of the city of Cobblestone. So we left off here at the church, which is sort of the save point for this game. So there's actually a few different things that you can do at the church itself. You can save, which is what we did last time, create your save file, the different churches, and there's some statues that kind of allude to as churches. Those are the only way to save in this game. There's an auto-save feature, I believe, but try not to rely too heavily upon that. Let's see, divination. Let's see, what is this here? Oh, that tells you your experience piece, which isn't that useful. You can do that in menu. Kind of shows you how far away you are. Oops. Resurrection. This will be potentially handy early on before you get some spells that can actually resurrect the party. So as you get more characters, this will be the only way to resurrect until you get a specific spell that can do that. Purification, poison, there's no need to ever use this. You get antidote herbs and you can buy them cheap and find them plentiful, so no need to use that. Curses, I don't remember in this version of the game curses being too prevalent. You know, in Dragon Quest VIII, it was a lot more happening quite well. The 2D mode, last time, there will be sections that you can play, or that you were forced to play in 2D. If you wanted to, you could flip between the 2 and 3D mode at the church itself. So with that being said, we're going to go around and explore the city. So let's see, this does not appear to be a door we can go through. So you want to keep an eye out for bookshelves. If there are glowing red books, brighter red books, you'll be able to read them. Barrels and pots such as this, you'll be able to find and smash. Those will give you items. I believe that one was in the antidote. If I read that correctly. So I'm going to go back towards the tour. Make sure there was nothing I missed back there, because I don't think we did a lot of thorough exploring. Actually, I don't know if they will actually let me back there. Nope, they will not. We'll go up this staircase here. We have a ladder to climb. Bunch of pots and barrels up here. Set of gold coins. Chunk of copper ore. A seed of agility. Like different types of items. So actually, I don't know if we've gone through our menu itself yet. So we have items. The items that can be equipped on the specific party member. With the item bag, this is where the rest of them are stored. So the seed of agility, these are different seeds you'll get that once you use will allow you to increase the stats of your party members. So we'll go ahead and use that on him real quick. Equipment bag, doesn't look like we have anything in the equipment bag quite yet. No important items. Tributes, this is where I showed the same thing that the church showed, the currents to the next level. This shows you right here, so no real need to ever use that at the church. Gold carry to the bank. There is a bank, but I don't think I've ever used it in this game. Magic, this will be more used for healing or travel spells outside of battle. party talk. Pretty cool feature if you're ever stuck, don't know where to go. Usually your party will give you some helpful hints on where to go next. So, Gemma, nice of everyone to wait for us like that, but I'm not sure I like being at the center of attention. Come on, it's home time. We'll keep your mother waiting, sausage. Let's see, back to the menu. In our misc, we have a heal all. So this is used once your characters have some healing spells. You can go here. This will auto use MP to heal your party. The handy heal all, I think uses it a little more efficiently. I'm not entirely sure on the difference. I guess if you're low on MP, you'll want to use the handy versus the regular heal all. Tactics, this will come more important a little bit later. Traveler's tips is your basic tutorial information. Info, I think this will also give you some monster details, items. So any details on where you want to find items, weapons. There's a pretty good glossary here for this. Quest catalog, we don't have any side quests. It looks like there are 26 to find at first. System settings, we've kind of gone through a little bit of this. I have been playing with the audio settings. The game volume seems to be quite loud compared to a microphone volume. So if there's any feedback on this needs to be adjusted, please let me know. It looks like we have some special rewards to claim. So we have Baby Boar set. Gift, thanks to you for playing the game. Have some fun with one of Veronica's favorite costumes. So that's going to be a future party member. Go ahead and claim that. Trodane set, special gift to you. Another for playing the game. So the Trodane set, if anyone has played Dragon Quest VIII, will be very familiar with this. It kind of gives you the look and feel of the original Dragon Quest VIII's character. And then the Happy Adventure set. So this looks like it's 5 Seeds of Skill and 5 Pep Pops. So the Seeds of Skill, I don't think we've gotten any skill points yet that'll allow you to use skills. I almost never use those early on unless there's something I'm really close to that I really want. I'm only 1 or 2 away. You get a number of them. And the Pep Pops are quite useful. We can go into that as pep powers and different pieces start becoming more relevant. So now that we have some additional equipment, we can go to Sausage. It looks like we have a Trodane bandana, so you can equip things manually through here. You can see the different stats. So this gives an increase in defense, maximum HP, and charm, so across the board. You can also click in to see the additional effects that may not have been listed. So this has a 25% curse reduction, and also changes the wearer's appearance. So anything that has the pink sparkle on it will give you an appearance change. So what we can do is we can auto-equip offensive, defensive, magical. So we're going to go with a more offensive route for our character. You can see that he is changed. The good thing about the definitive edition is it lets you pick your outfit. So if you wanted to wear, I guess since we're actually wearing the gear, and auto equips it, but if you really like the look of this and you're wearing some other armor that doesn't give you an actual visual or a new look that it's wearing, you have the ability to switch between the different looks that you've obtained so far. So it's a pretty neat addition. There's no fall damage, so you can jump down or drop from anywhere. By all means do so. So we're going to keep exploring. come across a red door. Looks like we are going to need some kind of key to unlock this red door. I'm sure we will see many more of those throughout our adventure. Yeah, make sure we're not missing anything. Looks like there were a couple of... Oops, I'm stuck on a horse. You can jump. Afraid my horses don't have a lot of get up and go at the minute. Too busy enjoying the delicious grass. Let's see. Doesn't appear to be anything in this building. I'm sure there'll be something behind it. Go up here, smash some barrels. So those you can't actually get items from. I don't know why it gives you the ability to interact with those like that, but it doesn't really do anything. Let's see. Alright, a little bird told me you and your mate Gemma went to the top of the tower and back. You ain't a little boy no more, sausage. You're a man. So here's some advice from one bloke to another. Whenever you're doing it, enjoy it. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. No one knows how long they've got, so make the most of it. Thanks, guy. Still no items back here. Speaking of items, this symbol is always for an item shop, so we'll see a number of these shops throughout the game and random travelers that sell items as well. Alright, Sausage, what are you and Gemma up to, eh? Just come back from climbing the tower. So that's where you've been, is it? Well, it's nice that you got to go up there together, eh? Appears she is not selling anything quite at the moment, so we'll need to come back. Looked like she had another door. Inside the church, let's see if there's anything back this way really quick. We're gonna check that way. Barrels, we got 6 gold coins. Oh well, if it isn't Cobblestone's newest grown-ups. Are you looking for the mayor? He's at home at the moment. Listen, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's been worried sick about you, Gemma. What's only natural, I suppose. He is your granddad, after all. I think they had said that previously, that Gemma is the granddaughter of the mayor. Ooh, we have a treasure chest. These usually have something good. So cypress stick, so that is a one-handed weapon, not very good. For confirmation, you can see that in your equipment bag. The sword, the regular one-handed sword is 20, this one's 19, so a little bit worse than the cobblestone sword itself. And it looks like we can jump up here. Medicinal herb. Very nice. Couple of barrels. And the barrels do not respawn. I mean, the barrels themselves will respawn, but the items will not. those blue shiny marks, like the one I just got up there with medicinal herb. Those do respawn, so anytime you come back to an area, they are available. Usually they're okay items. If there's anything in particular you're looking to farm, just remember where they are. And again, most of the NPCs just give you world building. Most of them are just going to say, hey, congrats on being an adult at this point. The important ones will have the pink speech bubbles that can potentially give you quest, or not quest, but storyline progression hints, and then you'll see some purple ones a little bit later that actually do give you quests. So, by all means, talk to as many NPCs as you like for the world building. I'm probably not going to be talking to all of them. If any look interesting, or I remember them saying something helpful, I'll be talking to them. Antidotal herb. Woof woof. Oh, it's Sandy. Here's an example of the red book. So these, the majority of the time, will just give you additional world building, maybe some hints on potential treasure dungeons, and then a little bit later on they will give you some recipes for an item we'll be getting a little bit later on in the game. So this one, equestrian for young old. So I'm not going to read the majority of these. Again, this is more world building, unless there's some interesting books that stand out. Let's see, our house is at the top. We'll be doing this one. Man, forgive me if I'm hitting anything. Is this one we were just in? I don't think so. Actually, it might be. Is this literally just where we were? Yes, it is. Good job. So our house is at the top of the hill. So I think there's... Oh, that's back where the red door is. Family sitting down to dinner. Don't mind me as I just barge in your pumpkins and all of your barrels. In Dragon Quest VIII, these pouches were you were able to take items from that were not in this particular game. Get some pots. About ooh, I see something shiny on the roof. Let's check in here real quick. No, except for destroying some. Usually the items aren't too hidden. So you don't have to go searching every little nook and cranny. Usually stand out if you want the key on the fire. Ooh, we have a treasure chest and a sparkle. Good flurry feather, and what is in here? 50 gold coins.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here, this belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this...
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
All right. So that same old story where you go to the top of a mountain to become an adult, and then your mother comes back, or once you come back, your mother tells you you are the reincarnation of a hero of legend. That old trope. It's pretty common for the Dragon Quest series, JRPGs in general. You're usually not just some everyday chum. So my mother has told us we are the Luminary, which I'm sure we will find a lot more of what that means. A set of plain clothes. So yeah, the any of these cupboards or closets that you find, you are able to loot those as well. Let's see what's up here. Gold coins. How would you like to sleep about 5 feet away from your mother? Not very fun. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power of good. As I showed before, the shinies generally will respawn. Actually, I don't know if we got this one. A piece of pink pie. So let's see if the map. So there is a yellow or pink marker down. We're also going to see if the gentleman blocking the tour is also, so looks like Gemmas who we're meant to talk to. Let's see if we can wander. Nope, our friend over there having fun standing there, making sure that we do not pass back there.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the Luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the Luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the Luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the Luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Exhausted after his long day, Sausage finally falls into a restless slumber. Then morning comes.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Thanks, Mum. How much money did she have? 259. It's not too terribly much. Alright, so here we have a purple exclamation mark with a quest over it. Dearie, dearie me, what am I going to do? What if it isn't young Sausage? Came along at just the right time. Got a favor to ask, you see. The other day I was playing with my lad, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he's got this flurry feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof of your shed. I'm gonna get it myself, and I'm not too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, I know you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you'd mind clambering up there and getting it back for me. Be doing me a huge favor, I'm telling you. Man wants you to retrieve his son's flurry feather from the roof of your shed. I knew you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what the priest said in church, you know. Stuff about always being kind to others. You're a fine fellow and no mistake. Now there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved feather back. Hurry on over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed onto your fair share of roofs to find something to clamber onto and press the circle button to jump up there. Once you found that flurry feather, we'll go back here and I'll see if I can't give you a little something in return. Best of luck. Accepts the People's Friend quest. What an exciting town and lives these people must lead if a feather is their child's favorite item. Let's see, he told me it was on my shed. I don't know that I believe him. So I do not see it up there. Is he sure it was not on top of his house? Unless it was up there and I just missed it. Usually quest items are glowing gold. Or is it because I already got the feather? Oh, I had captured it earlier without even realizing it. Sleeping hibiscus. And that's not all. I've got a tip for you I hope you'll find useful. You ever want to do someone a good turn? For a purple speech bubble above their head. Listen to what they have to say and see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. Don't feel like just because someone shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. You always come back whenever you want a little change of pace, or if you're not sure what to do next. Anyway, thanks again, Sausage. Really owe you one. Now, just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others and you'll do just fine. Now this one I had accidentally completed. I'm not aware that any of the other quests in the game you could do like that. Usually it's something that you can't action until they actually tell you, so did not realize I'd already captured it. As this gentleman say, heard all about it from your mother. She said there's an important journey you have to make. And you, just a youngster. But before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is, of course, down the slope and across the river. Once you've stocked up, head to the village entrance to the north. We'll be waiting to see you off. So it appears we could finally go to the shop that I was trying to go to earlier. So you're leaving good old Cobblestone, are you? We'll make sure you've got all the essentials before you set off. Welcome, how can I serve you? Yeah, I worked here for all this time and she's going to charge me. Cypress stick, pot lid, I believe we have one of those. Number owned 1, so that is correct. Bandana is about equal to what we have now. Wear Fair's clothes is a little bit of an upgrade, but I think it doesn't give any of the other stats like max HP or charm, so it does not seem worth it, and you find those in Diamond Dozen. Medical herbs, we have 8, and antidotal herbs, we have 10, or we have 2 rather. You can purchase for 10. I think we're fine with that for now. So thanks, that was not very helpful. Oh, you can't run with the R2 button. You need to remember that. Well then. So this is it. My little soldier's really leaving. You might not be back for a while. Hope you said all your goodbyes. Yeah. Off you go then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries, of all things. You know who the Luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. And we're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the Luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
Sausage receives the map of Erdrea.
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
Sausage receives Gemma's charm.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Alright, need a horse? Nay bother. Horses are an incredibly convenient way to cover large amounts of grounds in very little time. You'll sometimes have to enter areas that can only be explored on foot. Don't despair, though. The ring of one of the many summoning bells dotted around Erdrea will soon bring your faithful friend galloping back to your side. Ah, Sausage, there you are. The mayor asked me to teach you a thing or two about horses and maps, for that matter. You see this bell here? Give it a ring, a fine steed will gallop out of nowhere, just like that. You can remember if your feet are getting sore. What if you're lost as well as tired? Easy, just press square to take a look at your map. Small pressing X once you've got your map up will allow you to access all sorts of useful information. I'm sure all this is written in the list of traveler's tips in your pack there, but you can't go over these things too often. Thanks, guy. Oh yeah. Gallop. Enemies. Galloping over a slime. So yeah, you can gallop over enemies, some of the easier ones. you can knock him out. I think it actually gives you a little bit of XP. I don't think it gives you the full amount. So let's see, we were at 17 earlier. Tributes. Yeah, so experience at X level 13. So it does give you a little bit of experience. Obviously, you get more if you actually fight them yourselves. Dismount. I think there would be something in here. Chimera Wing. So that's an item that lets you zoom to your last location. Pretty useful. And looks like we have some new enemies. So if you're not galloping, you can still just run up on enemies. They'll attack you. So we are finally out on an adventure by ourselves. Attack, and then spell this whole frizz. Needlers are defeated. 6 experience, 6 coins. Which I think we had fought some of those. So let's see, this guy is probably gonna tell us we can't go this way. Wouldn't go through here if I were you. The monsters up will mint speed out of you. Heliodor you're trying to get to. You need to head north anyway. Thanks. This way appears to be blocked as well. Let's go north. I think I saw. Oh, there's a crow. Stalk Raven. Ravens defeated. 3 experience, 4 gold coins. So, yeah, not a terrible amount of experience. Like I showed you, running over a couple of guys gave us some experience earlier. It's probably with some of these earlier battles are worth it. Just running over them and actually fight some of these. Ravens, experience. So we have some new guys out here. A cruel combo. I love the concentrations. This guy's made the best death animations with the spear jumping into it. 5 experience, 6 gold coins. Level increased to 4, so a bunch of stat increases. Seems we can run over these guys. We'll go ahead and fight them. Does a little dance. Easy enough, 6 experience. Each of those are 3. So we've got 73 next level. 1 game. 72, so okay, it gives you roughly a third. Since these guys are so early. Just keep an eye on the items, make sure you don't miss anything. Need a new enemy here. Group of enemies appeared. Let's see, we've got a bunnicorn and some slimes. Slimes are going away. 7 experience, 6 gold. The medicinal order. If you ever did come across something you don't want to fight, there you do have the ability to flee battle. think there's depending on the level of the enemies, there's an easier chance to run if you're over level versus under level. No harm in fighting them every now and then. Hold on a second.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So this guy is not lying. He literally follows us to every campsite. I'm not aware that he has actual name that I can see. Might show us here in a little bit. Dismount. Let's explore this building. Let's see. Got some pots. 12 gold coins. Small scale. Then, yeah, so you did mention the map. So this is a decently big area we explored. We came from the southwest over there. Cobblestone. We are heading north to Heliodor. These campfires that are on the map do show where the actual campfires are located. Something they mentioned a little earlier for the map menu. So you can look at the local monsters in the area. If there's something in particular you're looking for, you're trying to grind something, so let's say Stark Raven, they drop flurry feathers and beast bones. If you're looking for particular item drops for something later on, this is kind of helpful. Nearby quests is definitely very helpful once we have more of those. And then sparkly spots kind of shows you all of the items in the area. So if you're really concerned about finding all of the different quote-unquote hidden items in the area, this is a quick and easy way to locate that. So let's actually use the campsite ourselves. So settle for the night. So settling for the night allows you to either rest, which if you rest, you can choose what time of day you want to rest to. At night, there's generally different kinds of enemies than during the day, so that can be helpful to go around at night. There are certain quests that need you to do different things at different times of day. So either at the campsite or at the inn, you can choose what kind of time of day you want to rest to. Or we can break camp. Because again, this gentleman right here is with us the entire time, and you can buy things from him. Usually he has up to the latest items that the latest shop had. So as you can see, this all looks very similar to what the shop in cobblestone head, so if you're ever worried about missing out on anything, this guide has the majority of the stuff, or you can always just go back to previous areas when you're able to. And there are statues here, so these, you can think of them as mini churches, as he said. So all the same benefits that you can get at a regular church, and I think this actually will be a good time to call this episode. So when we come back next time, we'll finish exploring the region around us, and then we will actually head into Heliodor. So thanks everyone for watching. Again, my name is Sausage, and I hope you are enjoying my Let's Play so far. As the time of this recording, I haven't uploaded anything to YouTube yet. This is actually my very first YouTube recordings ever. So any feedback on quality of the video, quality of the voice recording, gameplay, anything is appreciated. So thanks everyone for watching, and hope you continue to watch the additional episodes as they're uploaded. Thanks everyone.